Good morning, Guyana. Welcome back to another day of an episode of Soul Boost. The word that was resonating in my mind is the word newness. If we give, it might be our favorite dish, but if it's given to us or if it's offered to us every day in the morning or 3 times a day, every week, the same menu, it might be the same dish, but very soon boredom will set in and we'll say, no, I want something different. So that happens not just with the food that we eat, it could be the clothes that we wear, and many other things. We like to do something new. We like to do something different. So to keep that newness or creativity awakened. The inner being has an incredible ability to think, to create thoughts. But along with that, it has the ability to think differently. I might be giving the same problem or the picture that you see behind me. It has different scenes. So depending on who is seeing it, and if I were to ask them a question, so what do you see? What do you feel about the picture that's behind? And each one would have their own interpretation. That's their way of seeing it. That's their way of perceiving it and sharing. Not that anyone is wrong, but our mind has this ability to think, to see, to feel, to respond in a variety of ways. So why not tap on that today? Let's use that ability. Let's use that capacity or the skill that it has, the tool, using it as a tool as we wake up and start our day. Yeah, we get ready, we do our morning chores, and go off to either work, to college, or the things that we do at home. The physical things on the outside may be the same. It might be the same place that I would be going to. It may be the same people that I will be meeting. It'll be the same chores that I do. But what is the state of my mind? What am I thinking while I'm doing it? So the task is the same on a physical dimension, but the way that I am doing it, the way I look at it, the way I think about it, let's do it differently. Let's do it differently. I might be just sitting in the car or getting onto the bus and say, hey, thank God I got my bus. But to think newly, to see that situation with a new way, to think out of the box. But as I think out of the box, to think sensibly. Now, what does it mean to think sensibly? As I think, so shall I feel. So that's the feeling that I will be generating. So the litmus test, whether I'm thinking nicely, positively, elevated, peaceful, I will get to know by the way I feel. If it is your task to sweep the house every day, to sweep your room, to sweep your house every day, it's a mundane, ordinary task that we do, to sweep. But as I sweep the floor, what is that I'm thinking of? Now, wherever the mind, or whatever I think, this is also yoga. This is also meditation. This is also reflection, because you can do everything in a meditative state. You can think that as I clean this, I'm also cleansing the inner being. I can observe the self, say what dust has accumulated. We do thorough cleaning, like spring cleaning once in a while, but there's detail. Every nook and corner of the house gets cleaned. Under the bed, behind the bed, everything gets cleaned. But on a daily basis too, we sweep and mop. If we have done it once, what is the necessity to do it again? We know dust will come. No matter how much you close and everything, dust will still make its way. So, this sweeping, as you sweep, to clean the mind, to clean my intellect, the impressions that were left behind from the day before, or even a few moments back if something has happened, to clean. To bring newness in relationship, the way we interact with others, the way I see each one. Relationship is the same. It's not that it's going to change, it's there, but how am I seeing each other? To bring more spiritual love, divine vision, care, compassion that will come from the way I think. As I think, the awareness that I hold will be the way I will see as well. As you cook, good vibrations. And as I prepare food for the body, let the mind and the intellect be connected to the source, where this food for the soul is also getting taken. The inner being is also fed with good thoughts, healthy thoughts, nutritious thoughts. Everybody wants organic, clean, pure, fresh from the produce, fresh from cut and you got it from the garden. It's very fresh. So let's take a few moments, sitting very, very comfortably wherever you are. It's a beautiful new day. And let this word newness slowly trickle inside. Newness. As I breathe in and out. As you have your eyes open, looking at one thing, let the mind step back, step away from all the sounds, all the visible scenes outside the inner being. Step away from the mind and intellect. They all are there, but just invisible, meaning they don't bother you. They don't bother you to an extent that you don't even feel the presence of it. You don't even feel the presence of it. And now let me turn my mind inward, stepping away from this physical costume called the body, through which the inner being can see, can feel, can listen, and express. And look at the inner, invisible experiencer whose energy It's consciousness. There's a point of light. And on the screen of my mind, just hold this one word, newness. And newness is I think, but I think differently. Knowing the pattern of thoughts that the being creates as you go through the day, as I do the different tasks. Before I do, I pause and ask, in what new consciousness, what new awareness can I hold as I do this task? Whether it's cleaning, whether it's mopping, whether it's washing, driving, or cooking. As I step out of the house to go to work, to go to school, as I greet people, meet people, I pause. I know them all. I do them all. But today, I'll do it in a new way. I'll choose to speak using new words. Words, means, and methods that would enhance the way you feel. Do methods of the way you think, see, speak, and do in such a way that there is a wave of positive energy, where it's coming from a zero space of any expectation from the outside. It's coming from an inner space of fullness. I have everything that our inner being needs. It's coming from that pure space of fullness, of sharing and giving. So let's think, but think in a new way. Let's speak, but choose words sensibly. Let's interact, but let there be wisdom in our interactions and relationship. I wish you all a day filled with newness. Experiment with it, try it, and feel the newness flowing in you. Wish you a very happy new day. Om Shanti.